Next on Westmoreland Saturday morning, it's Heritage Happenings brought to you by St. Vincent College here on 98.7 Westmoreland Gold, 1480 WCNS, and westmorelandgold.net.
Greetings, Westmoreland County. My name is Jessica Petrovich, and I am your Discover Westmoreland Director and host of Heritage Happenings here on 98.7 Westmoreland Gold, 1480 WCNS, and westmorelandgold.net, sponsored by St. Vincent College. Heritage Happenings is also available as a podcast on all of your favorite streaming services. Please check out Westmoreland Heritage at westmorelandheritage.org and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for updates on cultural and historical events throughout Westmoreland County. We have a wonderful show planned for you today. We will be joined by guests from the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg, West Overton Village, and the Norwin Historical Society. Our first guest, Dr. Robert Gregerson, president of the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg, is calling into the show today. Dr. Gregerson, thank you so much for being on today's show.
Well, thank you, Jessica. It's a real pleasure to talk with you today.
So first, let me preface by saying there are so many exciting things happening at Pitt Greensburg, and I want to talk a little bit about each one. So if you could first share about the upcoming opening of your brand new life sciences building.
Well, that is something we're really excited about because it's been a long time coming. We've been working on this, getting this building out of the ground for several years, and it will finally come to fruition when we finish the building at the end of this month or beginning of December. And then we will have a ribbon cutting on January 12th at 4 p.m. in the lobby of the building. That's a collaboration with the Westmoreland Chamber of Commerce to help host that event. And we will have invitations going out and a more general announcement open to the public to have people come and see this wonderful new facility that's going to house our nursing program and then our biology, chemistry, and biochemistry programs as well. So we couldn't be more excited about that.
Coming up very soon. That's so exciting. Congratulations. What an accomplishment.
Thank you. And it's a beautiful building, too. I drove by it this morning and took a look, and it's beautiful on the outside and functional and beautiful on the inside as well. So it's just great.
This year also marks the 60th anniversary of Pitt Greensburg. And Dr. Gregerson, what can you tell us about this momentous anniversary that's been happening all throughout this year?
Yeah, thank you for asking, Jessica. That's another thing we're really excited about. Pitt Greensburg began in 1963, so in the spring will be when we really mark that 60th year. So in 1963, Pitt Greensburg operated out of the storefront in downtown Greensburg on Maple Street, and it's grown into the campus that you can come visit today with all the wonderful buildings and facilities and opportunities available for students. Yeah, we've been marketing and our 60th anniversary with the slogan, celebrating our history, forging our future. So the idea there is that, we're looking back and remembering all the landmarks as the campus grew, but also focused on the path ahead and all the great things that we will be doing in the future to support our students.
That is so beautiful.
That's where we are. And Pitt Greensburg was established really at the request of area school systems and superintendents of the school systems in the region that wanted a local opportunity for their students to engage with the University of Pittsburgh. So it started as with only 2-year programs. 25 years it operated that way, where students had to go into Pittsburgh to complete their Pitt degree. But then in 88 it became a 4-year diploma granting institution, and we've been that way ever since and continue to grow. So it's really nice to sort of stop and reflect when you hit a landmark like 50, 60, 75 years. So that's where we are.
And this is an off-the-cuff question, but remind me, what number president are you, Dr. Gregerson, in this 60-year history?
Yeah, I'm number 5.
Number 5. Isn't that amazing? I mean, I think it speaks to the strength of the institution that you are only the 5th one in 60 years. That's really special.
Yeah, and 4 of the 5 are living. The first Dr. Smith passed away several years ago, but the other 3, other than myself, are retired and doing well. So I think that's pretty neat as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I'm going to move on from that 60th anniversary celebration to talk about this really fascinating sounding SLICE scholarship program, which I just love that name. Tell me more about that.
Sure. So this is funded by the National Science Foundation. It builds upon previous work that we had done to try to improve outcomes among science students. And we were finding, like with so many students, that the cost of an education can be difficult to deal with and to overcome. So this is a program that provides $10,000 a year in scholarship support to students who want to major in one of the science disciplines. So that's biology, chemistry, biochemistry, and information technology and mathematics. So we recruit, and we are targeting students from rural areas in this program. So it's a great program. We have our first cohort this year of students who've come in under that SLICE program. They are doing very, very well. I have met with them a couple of times, and their families as well, and they're really excited. They are chomping at the bit to get deep into their science programs. So it's just a great program. And then next fall, we'll bring in the second cohort. And the grant lasts for 6 years. So we're really excited about that. It's a $1.5 million grant to support science education, which we all know is critically important.
Well, that's just absolutely wonderful. And another fabulous scholarship that Pitt Greensburg offers is the full tuition scholarship competition. So that is now currently open for applications, I believe. So if you could share the details about that as well with all of our listeners.
Sure. We offer these full tuition scholarships. It's a competitive process, as you might guess, very competitive. March 31st is the deadline. Every year we get a really great number of applicants, and it's so hard to pick among these students to receive a full tuition scholarship. Every year we bring in these wonderful, bright young students, and they contribute so much in terms of leadership to our campus. And so we're really pleased to continue that. We've done it, I think, for well over a decade, offering these full tuition scholarships. And like I said, it's a competitive process. Students don't just submit their information, but we have an interview process and some other things that help us pick those scholarship winners. They're among our best and brightest, and we're really proud of that program and of the students that have come here because of that program.
And you speak about the program of this, and that is a perfect segue into my next question for you here. One of the highest growing programs in general at Pitt Greensburg right now is your BS in nursing. So if you could talk about the success of that particular program, I'd love to learn more.
Sure. Again, that's a real point of pride. We started the nursing program 5 years ago in response to our area healthcare system's need for bachelor's prepared nurses, and that's a need that continues to grow. We started very small 5 years ago, and with a very, very small entering class because we needed to sort of get everything in place and all that. So 2 years ago, we graduated bachelor's nurses. Last year, we graduated 36. This year in the spring, we'll graduate. I don't know the exact number, but it's in the 40s.
Wow.
So it's really taken off. It became our second largest major on campus. Biology is our largest major, but nursing is right there neck and neck with it, and maybe next year will become our largest major. So there's demand not only in the workforce for nurses with bachelor's degrees, but there's demand among students and families seeing this as a great opportunity to have a wonderful career, a meaningful career, a well-earning career. So that program has really become important to us and who we are. So we're really proud of the nurses who are in the program and those who have graduated and gone on, and they all are working locally or regionally. Those what would that be? 44 graduates so far are all in the region serving as nurses, and a couple are pursuing graduate education in nursing.
Oh, well, Dr. Gregerson, we are all out of time already, and I just want to thank you so much for your time this morning and sharing the variety of incredible things happening at the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you, Jessica. Really appreciate you and allowing us to share some of the things that are happening on our campus. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. And please check out the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg at greensburg.pitt.edu and on social media. This is Heritage Happenings, the show with the latest information on Westmoreland County cultural and historical events and organizations. I'm Jessica Petrovich. Thanks to our sponsor, St. Vincent College, for supporting our show today. Our next guest, Patrick Bocci, co-executive director of West Overton Village, is here in person with us today. Patrick, thank you so much for being in the studio.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much. It's good to see you all, and thank you to St. Vincent for having me here today.
Yes, of course.
Shout out to sponsors.
Yes. So West Overton, we were just talking before we started recording about the holiday season, and West Overton provides one of the most gorgeous backdrops in the county for the holiday season.
Thank you.
Yes, and it's very true. If you could talk first about your upcoming Holiday Makers Market.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is something that is a play off of our spring market. So, West Overton is it's well known for our spring makers market. It's the kickoff, if you will, to the opening of the season. And before my time, we used to do a holiday market, and we decided, hey, why not? We don't have enough stuff to do right now. Let's do a holiday market. So we're very excited for that. We have over 30 vendors signed up of folks who make it, bake it, what have you. That will be selling their wares and their goods. It's very exciting. It's going to be in the Overholt room, which is the room below the museum, on December 3rd from 10 to 3. Elegant Catering will have their food truck on site, so you can grab a snack, buy a gift, and then you will make your way up to the distillery, where we'll have tastings and holiday cocktails. And you can also buy bottles, shot glass, mixers for your stockings, last-minute gifts.
And recently we had a work after hours event there, and you would be shocked at how many people got these amazing bottles of this distilled whiskey that you have on site now, because it is worth it, I will say.
I'm biased, but
yes.
Our product is fantastic.
It truly is. So if you're looking for a local, well-made, unique gift, head to West Overton, find not only their products there, but also all of these amazing vendors. And again, that date is Saturday, December 3rd from 10 to 3. Lots good going on. And another beautiful event that will occur several weekends in December is West Overton's Christmas by Candlelight. So if you could share all of the details for this event series with our listeners.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, it's a kind of a kickoff to the holiday season. It's a beautiful event. It might be my favorite event that we do. It's something completely different. So every weekend, Saturdays, Sundays, leading up to Christmas in December, we do our Christmas by Candlelight. So the first one is December 3rd, and the hours run from 4 to 8. A shout out to my fellow co-executive director, Aaron Hollis, for all the work that he puts into this event. He makes the space look amazing with holiday decorations, Christmas decorations, and the actual tour itself. So it's a different tour than what you'd get during the regular tourist season. This is a look at a Mennonite Christmas through the years. So each room, there's 4 rooms in the house that are decorated in holiday traditions. So the first room that you're in, it just looks like a regular room in the house because that's how Christmas was celebrated at that point. No decorations. And by the time you get to the last room, you start to see some of those things that people are familiar with. The Christmas tree, the ornaments, gifts underneath the tree. So it's a really nice look at the region's holiday history, traditions. Additionally, we'll be doing some activities in the museum. Kids can make reindeer food, things of that nature. That's what we did last year anyways. Don't know what Aaron has planned at the moment for those activities, but he'll have a couple activities in the museum. I'll likely be in our 1830s out kitchen doing some sort of holiday treats. Making a wassail, a very historic holiday beverage. I'll probably do a boiled pudding of some sort and some gingerbread because who doesn't love gingerbread? And then, of course, have to plug the distillery again. The distillery will be open, serving some holiday cocktails.
And is this event ticketed? Do you go a specific time?
It is. There's an admission. There's tickets. You can get those. We do encourage everyone to sign up ahead of time if you are so interested, because it does sell out very quickly. And you can buy our tickets. You go to our website, westovertonvillage.org, and we'll go from there. But so the first tour starts at 4, and you just go, and it's about an hour and a half experience on site. And if you don't make one of the tour times, you can absolutely just walk around the site. You can still visit the out kitchen. You can visit the distillery. You just won't be able to get the house tour, the holiday tour, if a slot is sold out.
Well, this is the perfect place to get into the holiday season. And I also want to ask you, Patrick, while I have you
Absolutely.
here, how can interested members of the public beyond, these events get involved with West Overton? How can they make that part of their lives?
Yeah, absolutely. So, that is something that Aaron and I have been actively working on, is growing our volunteer corps, growing our membership, and just getting that word out about West Overton. So if you are interested in, volunteering at a wonderful historic site, whether you want to sit in the museum and help us with the gift shop and help us just be a proponent, a champion of West Overton, you can feel free to reach out to myself, Patrick, at westovertonvillage.org, or you can reach out to Aaron at Aaron, Aaron, at westovertonvillage.org, and we'll get you set up. And if you are interested in becoming a member, and I hope you are, because membership is the lifeblood of a museum,
yes.
You can absolutely sign up to be a member on our website. That would be a delight, and I would be forever grateful to anyone who signs up.
Do you offer different levels of membership?
There are
three
levels: a $35 level, a $75 level, and a $200 level.
That's great.
And there's different benefits in that. You get that information on our website.
Wonderful. And I want to ask you, anything else to share from West Overton as we move into 2023?
Yeah, just come on out. We're come on out for the holiday market. Come out for the Christmas by candlelight. We're very excited for both. There's good things happening as we move into 2023. Aaron's working on possibly a new exhibition that hopefully will open towards the end of summer. The distillery is rocking. It's a good time, so hopefully some good things come out of that. I know there'll be good things coming out of that once we reopen in the spring. So winter is a nice time for us to kind of sit back and regroup, plan ahead. So Aaron and I are looking forward to the quiet season, if you were. It's been busy. We've been our major fundraiser of the year is this weekend, the Whiskey Smash, which we're very excited for. And
sorry to listeners, you will miss it by the time you hear this.
That's right.
Mark it for next year.
That's right. Next year, it's a grand time. But yeah, so we're just looking forward to moving on into 2023 and what.
And remind me,
brings.
when do you open in the spring again?
Well, usually the first weekend of May.
Of May.
Yeah, and
okay,
that's likely when our the spring market.
Spring
Excuse
one.
me.
Yeah,
I'm in
of
Christmas
course.
mode.
Well, Patrick, thank you so much for your time this morning.
My pleasure.
I appreciate
this has been
it.
fun.
So please check out West Overton Village and all of their amazing events at westovertonvillage.org, and you can find them on social media. This is Heritage Happenings, the show with the latest information on Westmoreland County cultural and historical events and organizations. I'm Jessica Petrovich. Thanks to our sponsor, St. Vincent College, for supporting our show today. Our final guests, Carl Hoosier and Sharon Lunn, president and board member of the Norwin Historical Society, are joining us on the show today. Carl and Sharon, thank you both so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us on the show today.
So the Norwin Historical Society's annual holiday house tour returns this year. Could you share the details with our listeners about this wonderful annual event?
Yes, I'd be happy to fill you in on the details. First of all, we're very pleased to have an in-person tour again. After 2 years with the pandemic, we were forced to do a virtual tour, and people weren't quite as pleased. So we're very pleased to have our tour. It will be happening on Saturday, December the 3rd from 3:30 to 8 p.m. And the tickets are available at Norwin Public Library, the Norwin Chamber of Commerce, and if you wish, you can even order online from our website and pay by credit card. And our website is norwinhistoricalsociety.org. The self-guided tour is $25 donation, but we also have an alternative if you would like to take a minibus. It's called VIP Transport Tour. They are available on a first-come, first-served basis, and that is a $45 donation. So you would be taken to all the locations by bus and not have to worry about direction. And in conjunction with our tour, we are having a basket raffle, which is available in conjunction with the tour. The chances will be available online from our website as well. And we are open during events if you want to come in and see the baskets personally. And actually, the night of the tour, one of the stops is Greenhouse Winery, and the baskets will be there for others to take chances on, and we will pull those winners probably that night or shortly after the tour. In case of inclement weather, heavy snow or whatever, we've never had to do it, but we would cancel the tour and reschedule for the next day on Sunday. The ticket holders go to the library the day of the tour at 3 p.m. The homes open at 3:30. They would give their ticket, or we would look them up if they purchase online to check their name off, and they would get their wristband as well as the tour booklet to show them where to go. And if they are a VIP transport ticket holder, they would report to the Calvary Baptist Church, which is across the street from the library, at 3:30, and the bus leaves promptly, or at 3:15, the bus leaves at 3:30. So we want to make sure everybody is on board to take off at 3:30.
You can tell that this whole experience is a well-oiled machine.
Oh, well, we've been doing it for 27 years, so
yes.
have it kind of down to a science. And I would, before I sign off about the house tour, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors and the Friends of Norwin Historical Society who have helped us with donations on baskets.
Yes.
First of all, a huge thank you to Excella Health, who is printing our books this year, and they have in the past, and we very much appreciate that. And the other people who have donated for basket raffle items or our net tracks has also helped us tremendously with our website because we're all technology challenged. We are. So thank you, Nathan, at NetTracks. The other people that have donated for baskets are Greenhouse Winery, Brandy's. People that didn't want to be recognized, just call them Friends of Norwin Historical Society. Gypsy Soul Spa, Junk Genius Studio and Marketplace, The Line, Coco's Curious Cat, Paige's Crafty Creations, Basket World, Kathy's Cubes, Gato, Giant Eagle, The Olive Pit, and Reetz's Just Flags. So there's quite a few people that have helped us along, and we appreciate them.
Thank you so much, Sharon. And I'd love to ask both of you, what else can we look forward to from the Norwin Historical Society through the end of this year and moving into 2023?
Well, thank you for asking, Jessica. We are obviously always in the business of trying to preserve, promote, and educate the people about our local area. The big thing that we have going on right now is the preservation of our Brush Creek Associate Reformed Presbyterian Church Cemetery on Lager Road in North Huntington Township. Mm-hmm. As we have been taking care of this cemetery since 1995, we've really had an opportunity this year to have a gentleman who is the Vice Commander of the Stratford American Legion do some great work to rehab the cemetery as far as righting some of the stones and clearing brush and trees from the cemetery. Now, we've taken care of it for a long time, but this gentleman with his little group is really taking charge of getting the cemetery looking to the way we really would like it to look. So we're very pleased with the cooperation from Mr. Bray, Bill Bray, who is really doing yeoman's work to get that cemetery back to where we would like it to be. In addition to the cemetery, we are always in the business of having to answer questions about the local history. We are always preparing for whatever comes down the road as far as questions being asked about how Irwin was preserved, how Irwin came about. As far as what we have in the future, we have for next year we always have our Memorial Day ceremony, which we are preparing for, and probably the big thing that we're looking at is the 250th anniversary of the founding of Westmoreland County and, in consequence, North Huntington Township. That's where a lot of our efforts will be put forth to try to make the celebration next year one of great significance. Other than that, we support Scout projects. I'll be out doing talks to local groups, and whatever comes down that we need to help the community to try to help understand our history.
Thank you both so much, and it's hard to believe we're actually out of time already. Is there anything else brief that you'd like to share today before we go?
Well, thank you for having us on.
Yeah, thank you, Jessica.
And we hope that everyone wants to participate in our Christmas house tour, which we're really welcoming back after a 2-year hiatus. So thank you so much.
The perfect way to get in the spirit of the holiday season. Carl and Sharon, I appreciate your time this morning.
Okay,
Right,
thank you.
Please check out the Norwin Historical Society at norwinhistoricalsociety.org, and you can find them on social media. That's all we have time for today. Be sure to stay safe and healthy. Take some time to visit and enjoy our Westmoreland County cultural and historic sites and events. And of course, be sure to check out St. Vincent College and all of its recent accomplishments. Follow Westmoreland Heritage on Facebook and Instagram, and check out all of our information on westmorelandheritage.org. This has been Jessica Petrovich, your Discover Westmoreland Director and host for Heritage Happenings here on 98.7 Westmoreland Gold, 1480 WCNS, and westmorelandgold.net, sponsored by St. Vincent College. Heritage Happenings is also available as a podcast on all of your favorite streaming services. I hope you've enjoyed today's show. Until next time.
How will your college experience transform you? How will you learn to make a difference in your life and the lives of others? At St. Vincent College, we attract high-achieving students who quite naturally place we ahead of me. A small college like St. Vincent gives you more access to the opportunities that will shape your future.
At St. Vincent College, we succeed together.
Together.
Discover the power of we. Learn more now at stvincent.edu.